So what's going on, guys? Hopefully you guys been having a good weekend. Shout out to my man Nova Galaxy. Yeah, Nova, you've been on the channel for a while. You don't catch too many lives, do you? I'm just trying to make sure it's not a different Nova. As you guys come in, double tap the screen, hit the like button for me. We're gonna let some more people get in here before we proceed with the topic. So yeah, Nova Galaxy, I'm just making double checking that it's you, bro. Just double checking. What's going on, Damien? Or Damon? Damien? I think it's Damon. We gotta talk about this Bonnie Blue situation, which is wild, by the way. It lets you know the mindset of the modern woman. We're not shocked by this behavior, by the way. We expect these things. Everything, the standards, the society will continue to spiral out of control. There's nothing stopping it from hitting rock bottom, unfortunately. But as you guys come in here, double tap the screen. If you guys want to support, all the ways you can are in the description. You want to hit the super chat. I was gonna say super thanks. That's for in the comment section after the video. If you guys want to support, hit the super chat. Yeah, we're in crazy times, guys. The women hit a new low with this one. They hit a new low with this one. So yeah, we're gonna let some more people get in here before we start with the topic. Hopefully, like I said earlier, you guys have been having a good weekend. You had some fun, you got some rest. Maybe got to deal with some family and friends. All of the above. I do want to start with this though before we get into the real topic. And this just goes to show you guys if you're not willing to be a leader, if you're not willing to put in the hard work, uh, you'll never lead a woman. A woman will never respect you. And this is what I mean. So this morning, I don't know where you guys are at, but this morning it was freezing cold. And so I go outside to run because I like running outside because to me, if you're running inside or training inside, you're only about 70% in shape. If you guys want to take it to the next level, you guys got to be training outside. So, anyways, I'm outside, freezing cold, and there's a woman running laps already, running long distance. And wasn't nobody else out there but me and her. And I'm like, wow, like a woman is out here doing the work when it should be at least a few more men out here doing the work. And it's crazy, guys. Men have truly gotten lazy. You have women outdoing you in every capacity. It's definitely me, Nova. I'm the lady who recently widowed. I live in New Jersey. Yeah, I was just making sure because I see you comment a lot on like the little short firm, a lot of short firm. I can't even speak proper English today. What's going on right now? Form, the little short videos I make. Not the YouTube shorts, but the shorter form content. Videos 9 to 10 minutes. So yeah, I'm just making sure it's you. Make you a moderator on the channel. And if I'm not mistaken, Damon, I think you've been commenting quite a bit as well too, if I'm not mistaken. I can't even speak proper English today. I'm form. Form. New Jersey, I know it's cold as hell up there. It's cold as hell up there. New Jersey. You be watching what's that stuff called? With what's that woman, that little crazy ass woman? Jersey Shore. That's what you be watching, huh? Nova. You be watching that kind of stuff up there, huh? But let's go ahead and proceed. I just found the channel 2 weeks ago. I enjoy the content. Well, I appreciate you, man. We go live at least 5 times a week. We take Fridays off and Wednesdays off. Now, my work schedule, I'll make you a moderator. Shout out to you, Damon. You and Nova are loyal moderators. But yeah, hopefully you find some more of this content valuable. It's much appreciated. But let's go ahead and get into this, man. Apparently, some people are watching NFL football or whatever they're doing right now, going to church or whatever. I get it. Not too much interaction, but I appreciate you guys for being in here. So we have this Bonnie Blue situation. Now, Bonnie Blue is pretty much a glorified 304. She basically does prostitution. We can't even say the real word because YouTube is crazy. It's basically what she is. She's a escort. That's what she is. Glorified escort. You could probably put her in the category of an X-rated film star. With instead of saying the P, you say corn on YouTube, but you exchange the C with a P. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's crazy how we don't have freedom of speech and we have to speak in language and in code because we can't tell the actual truth. It's crazy. But we'll get around it nonetheless. So this is what she does, and she does it blatantly out in the public. Now, why does she do it blatantly out in the public for everybody to see? Because 50 years ago, women like this, they didn't want to be seen like this. This was shameful. Um, this was very shameful. It would kill your reputation. But today, apparently, it boosts your reputation. You get more followers. She went viral, I think, for sleeping with 1,000 men in one day. I don't know if that's true or not. It could be just content. But she seems to be getting bigger, bigger, and more famous. She also has an OF account. And so she's clicking on all cylinders, which lets you know the common person, the man, the audience are complete perverts. Everything, this just goes to show you how overly sexualized everything in the society truly is. Um, and it goes to show you guys that women are willing to do this stuff out in the open, which means they don't care about your opinion. They don't have any shame anymore. They really don't have any self-respect, but they don't care about that. They're having fun. They're making money off of this. And that's the big part for them. They're making money off of this. There's no PIMP, a middleman that she got to give the money to. All this money goes right to her. All this attention, this money, it goes directly to her. And so if she enjoys sleeping with lots of men, she enjoys over sexualizing herself, she enjoys the attention, why wouldn't she do it? What's going on, crypto? Let me read some comments. Octavia Lerena, you sound Latino. I think women wasn't. I think women wasn't public with it because it was illegal more than so reputation. That too. That's a good point too. But we got women up there in the Northeast where Nova's at. We're like, Mom Donnie got elected, so he's gonna legalize this stuff, and they're trying to push this stuff in California too. So it's a double-edged sword because brothels are kind of like a necessary evil in a way, and she would fit right into that category. But the thing is, the intelligence of brothels is you keep this stuff tucked away and you allow the men to go out to these places and you don't broadcast it, you don't talk about it because you don't want, the good women to be tainted and be thinking like the brothel women. But in today's society, that's what they do. They wear the same attire as these escorts. They parade themselves and they be working a 9 to 5, working in corporate America. It's crazy, guys. So, the modern woman thinks like a working girl, an escort, the women that go up and down the poles. So it's crazy, guys, how far we've fallen in such a quick amount of time. Let me read some of these comments. If you guys want to support all the ways you can in the description, um, hit the super chat button, hit the like button, double tap the screen. Yeah, it snowed up here in New Jersey. I don't like the snow. I don't like the show Jersey Shore. Never cared to watch it. Did you see my first comment on Bonnie Blue? She just got locked up in Indonesia. Yes, she did. I didn't see your comment on here, but if you did say that, we're going to get to that shortly. Hey, Big Duck, what's going on, crypto? Good to see you. Social media has destroyed the modern woman. Yeah, it has, because it expanded their reach. And guys, I want you guys to know that when you're on Instagram, when you're on dating apps, a lot of these women have no intention of being with you and talking to you because they're attention addicts. That dopamine hit they get every time you hit the like button on one of their photos or videos, the dopamine they hit every time they see that they're growing likes of men on dating apps keeps growing daily. It goes from 30 to 50 to 100. The amount of DMs and messages she gets a tremendous amount of dopamine. So they're dopamine addicts, attention addicts. So a lot of you guys, they're not even truly interested in, but they enjoy the attention, which gives them more entitlement. And since they have more entitlement, that means they're not going to respect the average man. I made a video last night about 15, 20 minutes long where it was titled, you guys go check that out after this video, where the average woman today is not interested. They would rather be alone than settle with the average man, because of all this different stuff that Damon just said. Social media is one of them. They got social media validation on multiple platforms, Snapchat, Instagram, dating apps, and she has a career making $67,000 a year. She not settling down for no average guy, bro, at all. Look at you in the sunlight today. Yeah, bro, we got to get off from the nighttime lights. Wait, but men have been in public with it for years without judgment. Yeah, it's one of the double standards. A woman sleeps with too many people, it's looked down upon. The reason why it's looked down upon is because a woman can sleep with anybody. That's not a flex for a woman. A woman can, like you women in the chat, you can sleep with any man you want to. Basically, all you have to do is just say, "Come here." Go to the men's side. A dude say he slept with 100 women. That's a accomplishment, because 90% of dudes can't even do that. They don't have the talent, they don't have the charisma, they don't have the looks, they don't have the money, the resources. You got to have multiple things in order to attract women on a consistent basis. That's why that's a double standard, because it's hard for men to get intercourse on a consistent basis, but it's not hard for women to get this on a consistent basis. Bonnie Blue would do us all right now. Not a misstep. She legitimately would, bro. Bro, them walls are loose as hell. Octavia, I don't understand why there's judgment regarding what a woman wants to do with her body. Hey, we're not judging you. You do what you want to do. You're not gonna get in a relationship for me either way. If it's not for you, then just move on. To bash, I don't think that's cool. Well, if you're a man looking for a decent woman, and most women think like this, well, you're going to be asked out. Am I correct? That's my whole point. At top, he said, Crypto said, "Yeah, your Jason Derulo clip was wild. It is, bro. Like women do this shit to themselves, bro. It's crazy." And trust me, Octavia, we're not trying to fix women. We're not trying to fix the world. We know all this shit is crashing. Uh, Population across the world isn't populating enough human beings to be sufficient. So we already know this shit is gonna end horribly, and we ain't trying to save it. She said, if she's above average, why should she settle for less than what she is? I'm not saying she should. We're not trying to save these women. I ain't trying to save them. If Blondie Blue came to me, I'd bang her. I ain't gonna wife her, and I ain't gonna put it on the internet for everybody to see though. Um, I see it both ways. Men shouldn't settle, and neither should women. Not true. How can you speak for women when you're not one? I'm not speaking for women. Octavia, what makes a woman above average? Okay, so you guys got some. They're asking you some questions. It's not likely to find a good woman on the internet. Yes, they're all on the internet, bro. Every time you walk, every time you walk in public, what do you see a woman doing? On the internet, on social media. Like women are the most social people out of the men. See, a man could turn social media off and go to the bushcraft and go out to the woods somewhere and just leave this shit alone. Women gotta always have some kind of social media and be on the internet, bro. That's just how it is. Introvert says, "What's up, man? Happy Sunday. What's going on, Introvert? Good to see you this afternoon. Happy Sunday to you and everybody else in the chat. I don't speak for others, Crypto. I will and only speak for myself. I don't know. I think I may have missed the story told by Bonnie. There's going to be less families next generation. Yeah, bro, this shit is cooked. Like, we know this shit is cooked. We ain't trying to say this shit. Like, we not trying to debate and argue with you guys, like, with women or men. This shit is cooked. If you want to have intercourse on a consistent basis, you're gonna have to level up. And if you want a quality relationship, you probably want to have to move out of the country. Then like the only options you have. It's like it's not getting any better, guys. These podcasts have been going on for 10 plus years, and it hasn't corrected women's behavior. They've doubled down. This shit ain't gonna work. And so there's going to be, okay, the whole bang bus, excuse me, the whole bang bus, she was driving around and tipped off the authorities in Indonesia. Yeah, and that's the entitlement. Like, she thinks that she can just go anywhere on the earth that she wants to and just pull up and do her content. Not knowing, not doing any research, not doing any laws in different countries. Like Indonesia, I heard, is a very conservative country, and they don't play that stuff. You got to go to a certain part of town and definitely not broadcast on the internet for people to see. You know, like some countries, they don't want to be Thailand. They don't want to be Brazil. They don't want to be Colombia. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be the Dominican Republic. They want to be a good society and not have overly sexualized stuff. Not true. I don't have any social media and haven't in quite a few years. YouTube is social media. Yeah, and that's crazy, right? Like she guys, like she's pretty much she's like a glorified escort that just travels any and everywhere. And the dude's gonna hit it. I mean, we're not gonna sit here and lie. The dudes is gonna hit it. As you guys come in and double tap the screen for me, hit the like button. If you guys want to support, hit the super chat button. Crypto said, "Yeah, this is just a channel where we can vent together and learn some insights, be a better man or woman." Yeah, exactly. Social media now, a lot of these women are on weird times behind closed doors. Yeah, a lot of people are, bro. Like I don't want to know what the hell. Yeah, forget closed doors. People on the phone, bro. Like women be coming up with different creative ways to hide their phone and how you can't get into the phone and all this stuff. I'm like, if you're such a good woman, why do you got to have so many different ways to get into your phone and all that stuff? You're hiding something. And all of this just confirms that you shouldn't trust a modern woman today. It just doesn't make any sense. They don't do trustworthy shit. And the moment that you start to trust them and think that she's a good woman, here come the goofy shit. Like my cousin, I ain't gonna say his name, but he was about to marry a chick. Like 6 months before he's about to marry this chick. They've been dating for years, and guess what she did? Some goofy shit. Yeah, sponsoring promiscuity. That's what it is. And like you got women that's looking at Bonnie Blue, they're like, why would I be a good woman when she got 1 million followers, making $1 million doing this shit? Why the fuck would I be a good woman? There's no incentive for me to be a good woman. I wish America was more conservative, but it's not. Yeah, people will say it's conservative, and we're pushing more for conservative women, but it's all cosplay. Yeah, yeah, crypto. Modern woman has hurt us. She said, "Who hurt you, King? Like you would care. Women don't care about our pain. Why you, why you being disingenuous? You don't care about who hurt me. Why can't she travel to somewhere like Nevada where that issue is legal? Because she probably already did that shit." She said, "I'm being very genuine." Oh, so you want to hear all the different sob stories? Because that's the only state in which it is legal. Not advocating for anybody to be reckless, engage in. Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing, introvert. That's the first state, the first area, but it's gonna come to New York and it's gonna come to California, and then it's gonna spread across the world. It's gonna spread across the United States. Hmm. Yeah, Calvi, you're trying to get the information out, ain't you? I wouldn't ask if I didn't care. Mm. Crypto. How many times have we heard this shit before? Crypto, how many times have we heard this before, bro? We already done seen this trap 1,000 times. I'm not about to spaz out. I ain't about to, because I'm not raging against women. I'm not mad at women. I'm not mad at y'all for being 304s. Shit, y'all keep stretching that shit out. Y'all keep stretching it out. Don't matter to me what you do. Crypto said, I don't feel like dunking on anyone today. Yeah, it's unnecessary, bro. We didn't heard this shit 1,000 times, bro. We ain't trying to fix these women. We just accept you for what you are. There's no incentive for you to be a good woman today. There's really not. There's no incentive for you to truly follow the patriarchy of a man. There's nothing stopping you from busting it wide open from 18 to 22 in college and therefore afterwards. There's nothing stopping you guys. There's nothing really stopping the society from collapsing either. There's nothing. Dating and mating will only get worse. We already see this shit. What Nicholas say the other live stream? He said, "Bro, I'm just here to have fun." The question is nothing but a cop out when a woman asks who hurts you, as if they genuinely care about our pain. Like we're desensitized to that. And she said, that's your problem. You think all females are alike, but I don't want others to think all men are alike. We're not saying that all women are alike. What a 30, she has no idea what a 304 is. Just HOE. It's a HOE. I don't feel like dunking on anybody today. It's played out and doesn't phase us anymore. Yeah, it really doesn't. That's some shit they were saying 3, 4 years ago, bro. Like that's a that would trigger a dude that hates women. We don't hate women. We just accept them for what they is. And the West, we're not about to get our hopes up, our expectations up. We're not about to have none of that stuff. That ain't gonna happen, crypto. I don't think or believe promiscuity is good for anyone, men or women. It's not. It's not good for, nope. You keep, because like it kills your pair bonding on both sides. Yep. Just my personal view. If I were to date again, I don't want to a ran through, overused man either. A man can't be run through. He can just be a playboy. But yeah, but that's just how the society is structured. I mean, it's structured around promiscuity. And so when you have promiscuity, it's like it's the most stupidest thing in the world to me because people, human beings, they think that they can be 304s. They think that they can just sleep around with anybody for, from 16 to 25 for for 10 years straight, and then think all of a sudden they can turn a switch on and become a good husband or a good wife. What happens is they'll get into a relationship and they'll do good for about a year, 6 months to a year. And then guess what? They're like, damn, I miss the streets. Damn, I miss all the different validation. Damn, I miss all the women I'm missing out on sleeping with. Damn, I miss all the validation hits and the girls' nights outs and, having fun and the chase and all the excitement. Like all they're gonna do is revert back right back to it because you've developed that habit of doing that. Octavia, you said Octavia be fit, feminine, and friendly and settle for an average guy. See, there, you're saying all women are the same again. We're not, I'm not saying that. It's just the good women are in small supply in the West. What's heading in that direction already? It seems like all women are changing up and following this nonsense. Yeah, the Octavia average African American woman in America is 180 plus pounds. Yep. That's why discipline is important. Yeah, it is. And so, yeah, introvert will, introvert often talks about, semen retention. And so that's a good thing because you can't just be out here spilling seed and build muscle. Like your testosterone helps you build muscle. It helps you have energy. It helps you be more focused. You can't just be letting that thing go left and right. Now that don't mean just hold it in either, because you want to avoid the extreme levels. You don't need to be sleeping with everything, but you don't need to be sleeping with anything at all either. How about you hold women accountable on their BS, then maybe join this conversation? Because a lot of females enable others, their friends, to engage in foolishness instead of calling them out. Damn, introvert chose violence this afternoon. But I mean, that's 100% right. Women will have 304 friends. They'll have 304 friends. And they'll know these women and they'll hang out with them. Now, they don't always, and just the pure you being attached to these women and going out with them says a lot. You wouldn't like minds hang out and do the same stuff. But guess what? What do women say? Oh, well, that's just her. I don't do that. Really? We've heard that lie before. Crypto, I'm not a settler. I believe we are meant to consistently grow and be better than the person you were the day before. Women in their 30s going out to the club having multiple baby daddies. That's, yeah, bro. Yeah. And then she's going to be like, you know, he got to make six figures. What are you talking about? Oh, no, I know you're not talking about me, introvert. I know you're talking about old girl. He's a Bonnie Blue going on tour. Shout out to my man, some guy. We got all the OGs in the building today. She was until she got arrested. Now, guys, are we gonna be honest? You think she gonna take a significant amount of time in prison? Hell no. Nah. She ain't gonna do no significant time in prison. She makes too much money for too many people. For these social media platforms, they're not gonna leave her in the jail, bro. She gonna adjust. She gonna adjust around this shit and plan better. But she not gonna. She just gonna go somewhere else. She gonna go to Philippines, China. Not China, but Thailand. Like she gonna go somewhere else. And introvert, I do hold them accountable. Advice is my friend circle barely exists, and I'm attracted only to men. It makes you weak, but Google and research won't tell you certain things about semen retention. Yeah, these platforms are lying. They don't tell the whole truth. They tell you, they summarize. Which, as you guys come in, double tap the like button so we can get more people in here. If you haven't already, double tap the screen, hit the like button. I didn't choose violence. I'm just being as real as possible. No, I understand. In fact, I love women. It's just the ignorance and stupidity that I hate. Yeah, we all love women. We passed the red pill rage state. We not gonna spaz out and get mad about women, about what they do. We accept the shit. We not about to get mad over this shit. We got bigger fish to fry. My G have lost count of how many people she's been with. I deal with it because she always puts out for me. Yeah, like crypto, we already know what's gonna happen, bro. Like we just having fun, bro. Philippines will lock her up. She's gonna have to go to Thailand. You would know better than me, some guy. I think I heard Philippines was pretty open to that kind of stuff because they be having young girls, selling it on the street openly with the parents nearby. Crazy stuff. Homie, like the age of consent in the Philippines used to be 12. Now it's 16. Yeah, people like Bonnie Lou can't be. Yeah, she's a lost cause, bro. But how much you want to bet a simp gonna go out there and marry her? It's crazy, bro. You said if it's super illegal, if it's reported, it's a life sentence. Damn. Lots of reform lately. Yeah, I did hear that too. There are men and women in marriages that don't have. Yeah, bro. I'm like, y'all some weird. That's why I don't think I'm marriage material, crypto. It ain't because I don't trust women. It ain't because of none of that stuff. Because I've had good women, but excuse me, women will use sex to control you, bro. And I'm not about to be controlled by a woman. I'd be damned if I'm in a marriage and I'm paying for all this stuff and protecting you and supposed to put my life on the line, and you don't want to have intercourse with me. You don't want to have coitus. You damn right I'm cheating. What are we talking about here? Well, he's a nah. You got unrealistic expectations. And then the married dudes, they become weirdos because they're not receiving intercourse on a daily, so they become addicted to corn. They be subscribed to OnlyFans. I can't even say OnlyFans. I'm gonna get banned. Yeah, they be subscribed to OF, crazy stuff, because they wife not putting out, and they dealing with the shit. It's crazy. A lot, and we just had like there was a new report that said that 65% of all the people that are on day naps is married people. They not having intercourse in their marriages, bro. I'm not gonna do that. And I'm not jealous of anybody that's married in a relationship either. You know what I'm saying? I want people to be for real with what you are. If you a dude and you want family and relationship, don't be acting like no bachelor because that's the trendy thing to do. If you a bachelor and you know trying to be relationship, why would you do that, bro? You gonna make her mad, make your kids mad. Why just be a bachelor, bro? Just be honest with what you want. A lot of people are cheating, committing adultery outside of the marriage every day. Bro, tell me about it. Well, men don't always put out neither. That's a good point. That's a good point too. That's a good point too, Octavia. That is a good point. Because the other flip side to that is some dudes they get comfortable in the relationship, they not in shape, and so they got beer belly, so they can't even blow a woman's back out properly, or his testosterone not even uh, function at the high level it's supposed to. Because if you're having intercourse, if you're exercising, and you have your core strong, guys, you're gonna be wanting to get it in. You said, what is your relationship status? Single? Don't entertain her crypto or a bachelorette, but they don't have a problem with screwing other men while the man is busting his ass, working his ass off, working potentially dangerous environments. Yep, that's true too. Pointing out the exception to the rule is the proof that the rule is the majority, and in fact exists. Yep. I just seen if she could help one lost woman since she's here. do you do you like being single? I'm not lost. Octavia, are you Spanish? Are you Latino? Latina? Are you a Latina? Your last name sounds Latina. Yeah, I mean, you saying a lot of the stuff that modern women say, but you're not saying nothing too crazy. We're gonna let you rock out for a little bit. How old are you, Octavia? I'm Panamanian. Mm. Let's talk about the fact that there are men getting set up and robbed and deleted because of women. Do you go back, or like what, or do you like live in the United States? Like what are you doing? I'm not a modern woman. I'm only me. It's what they all say. Yeah, she's Panamanian. Like you live in the U.S. or like you live in Panama full time. What makes you special? Yeah, she came. See, she came on the stream. All you guys is in here right now. You guys see this stuff. She came in here for some attention. So we giving her some attention, engaging in this not this foolishness. Yeah, I currently reside in VA. Okay. You gonna answer some guys some guy's question? What makes you special? I will leave that alone. Yeah, you guys see her profile pictures. She trying to show her shape off, like you she in that profile picture. She trying to seem like she thick. You sick? You thick, Octavia? You curvy? I'm at the gym right now working out. Yeah, I went running this morning at the track, moving to DR. Not for attention. I saw your short regarding a dating story. Shout out to you. I got to get down to the DR. Better myself, organized. Truth. Yeah, bro. It's part of self improvement. She said I'm curvy and fit. That's good for you. If everyone is special, that means that no one is special. Yeah. But that's the lies of human beings, bro. Human beings be lying, bro. Right? They be like, nah, I ain't like brothers be like, nah, I ain't like them YNs, but they be having the all black sweats with the black Air Force Ones or the white Air Force Ones with dreads. I'm like, oh, y'all look the same, bro. You go to white folks, they got the golf hat with the line on it, with the polos and the short shorts. All y'all dressed the same, bro. All the women they look the same. They got the tights on with the blonde hair. Like, bro, uh-oh, y'all being thirsty now. See now you distracting the dudes in the chat, Octavia. What's wrong with you? You coming here, she coming here causing disruption. A detractor, a distractor. Because we up here talking about you coming here trying to defend Bonnie Blue. She can do whatever she wants to do. It's her body. We ain't trying to fix these women. If everyone is special, nobody is unique. Sure, what special means exceptional. Most people are not the exception. I love women from Panama. Your individualism is what makes you unique. Okay, this is the problem with American society. Everybody wants to be an individual. And so that's why you guys don't have family. This is why family and community is deteriorating at a rapid pace in the American society because it's being glorified to be an individual. Okay, you very creative and you want to be individualistic. A lot of you guys wouldn't even wear like a pink suit. A lot of you guys wouldn't even wear some of the most crazy things in the world. Not super crazy to where we can't tell if you're a man or a woman, but like loud clothing. You won't take a risk to do a business that most people won't do. Like they promote this stuff, but it's like what Kanye said. You think you're being woke, but you're following the rules of what woke is supposed to be. Everybody thinks they're being individualistic, but they're really not. I wasn't defending anyone. I'm not thirsty. In fact, I was speaking some serious ish earlier. No, I was saying that Damon had said something. He said, I love Panamanian women. When talking about what you said, introvert. Also, be careful with dating apps. Some guys are getting set up and robbed or worse, all because some pictures of baddies. Yeah, like dudes don't be having common sense, bro. Like they think going to a different country, like there's not dudes on here. Like there's not cartel don't exist. Like there's not PIMPs that's cartel that exist. Like they act like this shit don't exist, bro. Like the some of these passport bros that be getting hit up like that, they be idiots, bro. It be red flags that they just be ignoring. Like guys, I hope you guys realize like a lot of you guys say you're red pill and you know the female nature and all this stuff, guys. A woman is a woman. It don't matter if she Panamanian and curvy and fit like Octavia in the chat. She could be blonde and be in Europe. She can be African and be super thick. She can be in Thailand. Homie, they a woman at the end of the day. I wouldn't wear a pink suit. I'm not saying that's not the point of what I was trying to say. I was just saying like people they do what everybody else does. I don't know what the person you're speaking of. I'm the sixth black Latina in America to ever be a cigar manufacturer. Shout out to you. Yeah, them but I heard them Cuban cigars be the best though. He said I'm a wild colored suit maybe. I don't know about not that y'all being too literal, bro. 8 Americans lost their lives in Colombia the year before, especially as a result of meeting women on a date now. Like, bro, why the fuck would you go over to a different country just to go on a date now? Come on, bro. Like, you don't want to talk to the tourists. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of these guys, some of these passport bros, they be legit losers. They be incels for real. Like, bro, Cuba is known for their cigars. My factory's in the DR, 2 blocks from Swisher Sweets. Hmm. So, like, do you ship them across all the way to all around the U.S.? Yeah, because I view like cigars as like a luxury cigarette. Am I tripping? They're basically luxury cigarettes. Now people are like, well, you don't inhale it. Well, and you got to inhale it to a degree to taste it. And I ain't judging nobody. Any of you guys smoke cigars or you make cigars like Octavia. I'm not judging y'all's hustle. I'm just saying, being a passport bro to get laid is pathetic. Yeah, bro. You ever seen them video? You ever seen them videos of them passport bros? They be they be like, yeah, bro, I found a chick in Thailand and she be having red hair and crazy stuff. I'm like, bro, you could have found that in the United States, homie. Dudes be tripping, bro. They be lost as hell. Like some dudes is legit losers and incels, bro, and they be going over there to get they getting finessed in America and they go over there and get finessed too, bro. Crazy work. Crazy work. Being a passport bro to get laid is pathetic. 3 women at my side job got me fired. Snowflake activity. I mean, snowflake society. You know what, crypto? I'm not shocked, bro, because you guys heard my story. A couple years ago, and like you guys watched the Jason Derulo video I made this morning. Sorry for the lag. I don't know why. See, in my area, I'm supposed to get AT&T fiber pretty soon, but they moving slow on that shit. I'm like, bro, can y'all speed that shit up because I need that. That's the best internet, and I got like the best internet on Spectrum, and that should be still being slow. That's let you know how bad Spectrum is, but that's not out of the ordinary, guys. A lot of dudes today, we seen that with Sharon Moore. A lot of dudes today get fired because of the lies of a woman. It's crazy. That's far too common, guys. And then people don't even question her side of the story. They just be like, oh, well, the accusation is enough to get you fired. And you're like, bro, I just lost my job for over a lie. Like, excuse me. Like, it's just like what Jason Derulo said, bro, on the thing. It's not about the truth no more. It's about the lies and it's about the clicks, bro. The wild made up story sounded better to get the clicks and to make them money than it did for them to show the dismissal. That don't make no money telling the truth. But how the hell we gonna have a legitimate society with everybody lying? That's what I'm saying. Like, we're getting to a point in society, in Western society, where it's rooted in dishonesty. And so shit, I'm like, I'm shit, me, bro. Y'all think me and what's the name is playing, bro? Y'all think me and what's my man's name? Zaire. Y'all think me and Zaire is playing about moving out the country, bro? We gonna have different houses in different countries. Yeah, bro. I'm about to grind this shit out, and I'm gonna show it to you guys, like for real, for real. Like, this shit is no joke. I hate to say this, but these dudes were idiots traveling to Colombia to meet. We were on day naps for them to not make it back home to the United States. We make them there, and I wholesale to other boutique brands. And yes, LOL, you're tripping. What do you mean I'm tripping? They not they not they not they not just glorified. They not luxury cigarettes. Well, I don't know if like DR is getting killed by these tariffs, but I'm sure the transportation, if it is, I'm sure that transportation of them cigars is expensive. But cigars, that's a luxury thing. You don't sell that to average people. So, women partner, woman partner, woman HR, woman is mandatory counseling before they fire me anyway. And like women are taking over everything, bro. So it's just like, what can you do? It's like it's like the matriarchy strategy, crypto, to like their strategy to box men out of jobs for them to take over. That's what it's seeming to. That's what it's looking to sound like. And it's just like, okay, if men can't get a job, but the women can, you're never going to find a man, because women, we don't care about how much money you make, but as a man, you care about how much money I make. That's part of my dating requirement. We don't require you guys to be rich and have a job making six figures. We don't care about that. We just want you to be curvy, have that, be thick and feminine and follow directions. Yeah, I agree. Passport bros go overseas to play. The play is crazy ludicrous, bro. Them guys are getting scammed too. And then they be paying for it, and then they don't be paying the full price. I'm like, bro, how you gonna try to finesse? Anyways, traveling overseas just to get some punani rather than marrying is most down bad ish ever. And it's against the law. HR culture is corporate woman culture. It is, bro. Homie, if you ever get in trouble with HR, you cooked. You cooked. You cooked, bro. You're gonna have to, some of my stories in the West. Well, how about you subscribe, Octavia? Subscribe to the channel, go to videos, click popular, and then you'll scroll over and you'll see my story on what happened to me. Like, this woman, I was at the job, and like she called my job and said that this dude was being sexual harassing. I'm like, what? And they said like the woman had said that like I asked her what she was wearing, what color panties she was wearing that weekend. What? That little creepy ass, pedophile acting ass, bruh. I told my supervisor, I was like, yo, don't take me over to that goddamn place no more, cause like I don't. She can if she can make up anything, and now I gotta go meet and do these different seminars and shit for some shit I didn't say. Because she was probably mad because she was probably talking. She was talking to a dude. I guess he ghosted her, and then whenever I go in there, all the chicks be like, "Oh my God, it's Miles," and they be like talking like, "Oh my God, he's so attractive." And I'm like, she probably got jealous and she tried to make some shit up so I can't, so I lose my job. Her little jealous envy ass. It's crazy, bro. As you guys come in here, double tap the screen, hit the like button. This is real life. This is not a joke. So that's why I don't even play like that with women at work. I just be like, hi, bye. How was your weekend? You know, if they cool, I might ask them a little bit more questions, but I ain't about to do nothing relationship wise at work. Hell no. Nah. Because messing up the bag for a woman ain't never worth it. I strongly encourage moving out of the country. I'm gonna get there. Imagine a world where half the people met their spouse from work. That was 25 years ago. Exactly, some guy, and not women are just killing their opportunities because they call you a creep and all this sexual harassment stuff for the normal person. She could be envious and jealous of you because you're attractive by the other women, like in my case, or you're one of the guys that she doesn't want hitting on her. So you get the creepy and the sexual harassment case. But the boss that's married with 3 kids, she wants him to hit on her. The CEO guy recently. It's crazy work how time shifts some guy. Like, excuse me. Like how are you supposed to meet somebody today in person as a woman? You've killed off every opportunity. You can't meet in the club. Women got too much of their guard up, and they should have their guard up in the club. You can't meet them at work. Dudes is not going to get no sexual harassment case and get, have that stuff on their file and they can't get a job. That's not going to happen. Nobody goes out anymore just to socialize. Like, and you don't trust their naps. Like, how are women going to meet? They've destroyed all the logical avenues to meet a man. And they wonder where the good men at. You fucking destroyed all the areas where you're supposed to meet the good men. These females in Colombia and other countries will be willing to give you a BJ, HJ, and their cat. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. She said, hey, no. It's the grand plan, don't you see? The world is getting overpopulated. Exactly. That's the real red pill, some guy. Then you're not going to have enough kids. So we're going to ship in the third world in droves. We got scammed. Yes, bro. Cigars have a 120% margin. The tariffs barely tickle. She said, I don't require a man to have money. Yeah, I see, Octavia, we know you. We know you. Didn't I say this on some live stream like a few weeks ago? Women that have money, they don't really require a man to have money. They want a dude that has more money, that's taller than her, and all this stuff. Yes, she knows she would love that. But she knows or she's dealt with a guy that's like that and he's dealing with multiple women. So she switches up her strategy. She's like, you know what? I can't lock down that guy. And most guys, I make more money than most guys. So my strategy is I'm going to get a young, attractive stud that has the Johnson size I need, that's ripped and in shape to blow my back out. So yeah, we know you don't require a man to have money. Cigars have a, yeah. But what is interesting, Octavia, is the business side. That is very interesting. See, if I want to start my cigar company, I'm gonna call you up. I'm gonna see if you legit too, though. You could be lying to us on this live stream. And we're not judging you, Octavia. We just calling it like it is. Then what do you require in a man? HR was built so women could have jobs. 9% of HR is BS. Yeah, bro. Like it's designed. Like women in HR, bro, have the biggest egos you've ever fucking seen. Like they take their job too damn seriously, bro. It's like all HR is there to do is just limit the liability of the company. That's why when you go to HR, you first get hired, you got to go through all these different classes. There's certain stuff you can't do. Nobody really watches it, even though they should pay attention to it, because they can get dismissed. You got to sign all these different paperwork saying you won't do this and that. It's just there to say, but women take the shit overboard. HR sounds like a nightmare. SMH. You're not gonna ever see a dude that's head of HR, bro. It's not gonna happen. Excuse me. Oh, you subscribed last week? All my subscribers get wrenches, even though you be wrong. You know what I'm saying? On this live stream, Octavia, we rock out with you. We welcome the opposition, the different views. We'll make you a moderator on the channel. Now don't be acting crazy now. You should sue if this is true. Bruh, you gotta understand, introvert. You gotta have paid the lawyers. You gotta have the money to do that shit. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that easy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta just take the L. I changed companies. Now, if I would have stayed in that company, that would have been on my file, like for real. We saw the Sharon Moore case. He's cooked. He's beyond cooked. You guys see he was trying to get a foursome going after the national championship with them two Instagram models. Dude's a freak of league, bro. He wasn't focused on winning no games. I don't know how he had them successful seasons. He must have some good offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators because his ass was focused on fucking. His ass was focused on fucking. I think I'm going to get a truck driving as a side job, just vibing in my truck. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Over the road shit, you can get a lot of money for that. If you're willing to go to different states and go to up the mountains in the middle of winter. And it really ain't that bad, honestly. Like, especially if you a dude that like being alone, bro. Like, yeah, trucking is good. Like, cause I truck and like it's not that bad, bro. I do local stuff, which is a little bit more physical labor, but shit, if you go over the road, you ain't gotta do shit. All you gotta do is have the energy to drive, make your appointments on time and all that shit. You make a lot of money. That should still he considered, and this applies to man or woman sleeping with their boss. Yeah, but it happens. Bro, some guy, yeah, bro. Hey, some guy be putting boots on the ground, bro. He said Dallas is overran with Indians, I swear. Bro, all of North Texas, bro, North Dallas is ran by Indians, bro. All the tech jobs, all that shit is ran by Indians, bro. All that shit. They be having a mosque up here and all kinds of shit. It's crazy, bro. You ain't. She said, Octavia, stop playing. You ain't gonna be with a man that makes less money or ain't tall. Nah, she not. She not. She's not. She just gonna get with a dude that. But a lot of women do require men to have money. Yeah, that's it's part of our. You don't know me, King. Do I not know you? She said, I only have two requirements to date. Must be fit in the gym and has to have a passport. I was right on one of those. See, it's something else too that you like. You just don't want to say it and admit to it. And I get it. Most women don't want to admit to it. I get it. But we can translate what you mean. Yeah, we already knew he must be fit in the gym and have a passport. Well, as long as he ain't a felon. Yeah, well, she want a passport because she be going to different places. You know, she live in Panama. And she got to go to the DR. She got business, so she got to go to different countries. Yeah, introvert, don't fall into that trap, bro. It's like HR predominantly is not overwhelmingly women. She's I'm a certified business life coach. I can help you start your own cigar brand. Maybe in the near future. I'm trying to switch careers currently and save some money. But if you stay on the channel, because I'm not stopping making content at all. So if you still here 3, 5 years from now, I'm definitely gonna hit you up, see what you're talking about. Certified business life coach. Put it like this: no guarantees in life. Finding a wife in the West, lottery ticket. Finding a woman, finding a wife in Asia, coin toss. The choice is yours. Yeah, because the feminism is everywhere, bro. It's not the West is still at the top for right now, but we influence the culture of the earth. Everybody wants to be like us. And so yeah, feminism. So this man is down bad like a mug, and he had a wife as well. He not being true to him. He should just. I thought about trucking at one point, but I'm still looking at various options. Yeah, I could tell you guys about trucking if you want to get into it. It's not. If you do local stuff, it's gonna be more physical labor. How long did you do trucking for? I'm still doing it. Bro. I'm 27. I've been driving trucks since I was 23. It's crazy, right, bro? I got my CDL at 23. Like I'm at every job I've worked at. I've been the youngest dude by like 20 years. Like there's no young dudes like my age trying to get into trucking, bro. Like at all. Crazy work. But like, yeah, like where the money is in trucking is going over the road, bro. Like if you go over the road, all you have to worry about is beating your appointment deadlines and being safe on the road, not having no accidents. But you don't have to lift a finger, bro, at all to lift nothing, and you'll be making a shit ton of money. Now, I would recommend you not have your own trucking company or your own truck because you're gonna get murdered on gas and maintenance. That's gonna eat into your profit. I'm only 5 foot tall. Yeah, you Panamanian. Um, uh, yeah, but like when trucking, like in this economy right now, where people aren't buying anything because trucking is a reflection of the economy because we're only transporting stuff where people are buying things. So if people aren't buying shit, your hour is gonna get cut, bro. You're gonna be sitting at the house, so you're gonna have to save your money too. But yeah, for them harsh times too. So like when trucking is like a boom and bust. When the economy's rolling, bro, you're gonna make a shit ton of money. You're gonna be working long hours, making a lot of overtime. You're gonna be killing the game. But once that shit slow down, homie, you're gonna be at the house for like a week straight sometimes. And especially if you're not up in rank at the trucking company, like if you new man on totem pole, oh yeah, you're gonna get cooked. You're gonna get the worst route. Uh, you the first one to get cut if nobody else wants to take a day off and there's not enough work for everybody to go out and do something. You're gonna have to do a night run if people don't want to do night runs. So you gotta do that shit by default. It's crazy, bro. It's pros and cons to everything. I'll be real with you guys. Go get into cloud computing, bro. Get on the internet. That's where all this shit going. People invest in AI. That's where all this shit is headed. Go to the internet, bro. Blue collar shit. You know, if you make enough money from all this different stuff, start a blue collar business, but don't work the blue collar business. Fall into no trap. As a matter of fact, that's going to be my last question for her. Anyway, how long did you do trucking for? I work 4 to 5 times a week, and I desire a partner, a partner. Why did I just say a man or husband who can and will want to work out with me? And you got the reason for the passport down for sure. I love to travel. I'm tired of solo traveling. So about a few years. Mine will probably be local and mid distance if that is a thing. Yeah, you can do mid distance. Like you can, like if you can do statewide. Like if you would like take this for instance, you can do a run from Dallas to San Antonio or Houston, and like it might be early hours. Like I know a dude that he go to work like at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, and he do his run up to Dallas, and he'd be off work by like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, making bank, and he don't touch no freight. And I think he'd be off on weekends too. Octavia, would you date a man who is 5'1"? Genuinely curious. Let's say they meet all of your requirements. Is a man like that even on your radar? He said, I'm in IT. My stepdad was a truck driver. I went to Air Force after high school. Yeah, Damon, like, yeah, is IT? Yeah, I'm trying to get, that's where I'm trying to go, bro. Because that's where all the jobs gonna be. Like that's where all everything's heading towards, bro. Like for real. So you do like the little troubleshooting stuff and you be doing like over the phone. Excuse me, you do me like IT security. Now you make sense. Oh, you're 27. Now you make sense. The concern is driving through sundown towns. That's true too. Like some of them runs be dangerous, bro. Like you be in the middle of the country, ain't no lights. You gotta watch out for them animals crossing the road. Yeah, I have a steady main job. Trucking would be a side gig. Yeah, you can be a trucker and get different contracts, but that's like for like people that have their own truck. Yeah, them lot lizards, they bro. hey, hey, I heard them lot lizards be up in the middle, be in the Midwest, in the Midwestern states. Mm. Some guy said, why did it end then? Talking to Octavia. Yeah, I mean, if she in the Panamanian dudes, then yeah, she ain't gonna have. I mean, them Latinos in them countries, and then people, some of them dudes across the world in Asia and Philippines, like they be legitimately short, bro. Like a real Mexican is like no taller than like 5'6". That's legit. So yeah, she gonna have to date a dude that's 5'1". Crypto working out with your girl is a L. Yeah, let her. Yeah, bro. And you want to get better with dudes, bro. Like, dudes is gonna push you to be better. You don't want to work out with no woman. You can be her personal trainer, but like as far as you, cause like that's goofy, bro. She can't lift and do the amount of stuff that you can do. You trying to do a 200 push-up, she can't even do 10. Waste of time. And then she gonna ask, then she gonna say something goofy. Well, can I have a male trainer? No. Well, damn cybersecurity. Careful with IT and coding. AI is coming for those jobs in due time. Yeah, certain jobs in those fields. AI is overrated. It does the wrong thing and makes a lot of mistakes. That's the thing. Um, some guy like AI is just a better. Really, what Chat GPT and all this stuff is, it's really just a better version of Google. It's a more detailed, in-depth, specific version of Google, and so it's going to take a lot of jobs, from people that don't have any IQ. So if you're below average IQ and like average, and you can't critically think, then yeah, it's going to eat your job up. In physical AI, it's going to take a lot of these different mailing jobs, and nobody wants. They don't even pay any money, so they're kind of forced to make physical AI in that kind of way. And they got self-driving trucks too, so it's going to take a portion of those jobs too, but it's not going to like take them all like at one time. Like AI still makes a lot of mistakes, like Damon said. It's not gonna come like people be fear based and on these internet like, oh, AI is gonna take over the world by 2030. Bruh, no, it's not. It might take an average person's job. Like, yeah, if you one of them women that work at the desk all day and you typing shit and putting shit into the accounting thing and you work with numbers, it's gonna eat you up. Yeah, it's gonna eat that job up because it's better at doing that. It's better at analyzing data and inputting data and telling you what it is. But like AI, it's collecting data that's already there. It's not going to adapt to anything else yet. So it's just a tool. It's not going to think for you. Like, I hope you guys that are using Chat GPT, I hope you guys realize like this shit is it's could be wrong and it's biased because it's programmed by human beings. He says, I'm in help desk right now. Yeah, but now I would say this, Damon, like, especially my goal is to move up. So like once I get into that shit, bro, I'm moving up 6 months, every 6 months, every year, trying to get some more money and move up to the highest thing, bro. Cause like, yeah, I will come maybe 10, 15, 20 years and take those jobs, losing their lives due to somewhat mysterious reasons. Yeah, I mean, if you just mind your business and do your route and know what I'm saying? Yeah, but trucking, you got to be extremely aware too. Like, there's certain your truck can only go 13 feet and 6 inches. So if you can't go under a underpass that's under that, and they're not gonna warn you on the GPS. You got to know where you're going. You got to be aware. You can't make turns everywhere because if you over the road and doing mid side and doing mid runs, you're gonna be like in a 53, especially if you're in the food industry. Now, if you're doing freight, you could be pulling doubles. But the thing about doubles is you can't back up. So if you make a wrong turn somewhere, you gotta keep going around the block. I do enough on screens on my phone and video games. I can do AI. Do AI that's more screens. And AI is meant to help you in a lot of ways. Like you don't want to be looking through email. Ask AI to do that shit. Average height for a man in the US is 5'9". Yeah. But when women go on social media, all they see is 6'4" dudes with six packs making $1 million. She said I only date black men. Mm. Why is that, Octavia? Why you don't want to date the Latinos too? What's going on? You don't like the Panamanian dudes? I always train at the gym solo anyway. RAM prices went from 100 per 16 gigabytes DDR5 to 300 almost. That's how much it's being invested in now. Yeah, bro, I got to get my tech game up. like for real. Especially if I'm gonna do this YouTube shit, I need it like IT. All this stuff is connected. No laptop, TVs, internet connections, Wi-Fi's, like RAM. All this shit's connected, bro. So like, cloud computing is the wave. It is the wave because this is what the world coming to. They're trying to build infrastructure, energy, all kind of stuff. Okay, Black Love, I guess, shaking my head. You thought it was advancing fast before. AI just got more investment than ever before by a large margin. Yeah, it did. But I mean, you gotta understand, like AI, like I have AI for some of my thumbnails. It makes a ton of mistakes, bro. It still makes a ton of mistakes. So it's not there yet. Why only black men, Octavia? I know, right? That's curious. She got to give us a detailed explanation. Crypto or stocks, you can only benefit buy in bear markets and sell them in bull markets. Yeah, that's good for maintaining wealth, most definitely, and definitely maintaining and upping your wealth. But that's only 10% return, so you're gonna have to have some legitimate businesses that's bringing in some real money for you. And plus, these are things these are long term plays. Investing in the S&P 500, SPY, ETF. Like these are things that you look at when you're 50, 60 years old. So in the meantime, you need to make some serious bread, which is starting a business, start doing something, having a career. AI isn't foolproof either. Yeah, it's not. Ain't morning better. Ain't morning better and too much text, nothing. Yeah, you confusing us on that. Always stay away from escorts on your route. If you try to back the truck up, you can mess around and jackknife your shit. Nah, typically you're gonna jackknife when you try to brake too fast and you got a full load because you got to understand like the truck is connected to something. It's the truck right here and the fifth wheel and the trailer is connected. So it's not like a regular car where all the shit is connected into one. So when you stop, the whole thing is gonna stop. When you with a loaded trailer that has to turn and hitch and turn, when you brake, all the gravity, it's not gonna go straight like a normal truck. It's gonna jackknife. As a white guy, I've slapped back. He said, let Octavia get on live. Y'all want to see her on live? Y'all boys be, y'all want to see Octavia, they want to see you on live. They want to see how curvy you is. As a white guy, I've clapped black and Latino cheeks. I'm offended, Octavia, you don't give Latino or white a shot. He said, I'm black. Don't send for this woman, bro. Nah, no offense, but I like to kiss full lips like mine. Damn. He said they simping. Yeah, Damon want to see. He black. He want to see that. He want to see them curves. I know. I know what you thinking, Damon. You not slick, homie. I don't think preference is race. It's not. They simping. Organized. They is simping. See, when I only date white and Asian, I'm not. Now I'm racist. All of a sudden, white privilege is a joke. I swear. No, nah, preference isn't considered racism depending on how you say things. Depending on your, nah, it's not racist. Yeah, introvert. You want to see some thighs. That's what they want to see. Crazy ass. Y'all crazy, bro. I tell you what. If Octavia, if she shows some loyalty, you know what I'm saying? She loyal to the channel. We'll get her on channel and we'll make her do a 360. How about that? How about that? Deal? Deal? He said, trust me in America. Nah, preference is considered right. Yeah. Trust me in America, it's frowned upon to voice it like that. I don't like date or black women as racist. Yeah, but we don't care. How long do you go live? It depends. Typically, it depends on the interaction. So today I got a little bit of time, so I'm going a little bit longer. Usually it's within an hour. They want to see some thigh. Yeah, they do. Guys, just go on the hub if you want to see a girl. Damn. Some guy say you horn dogs go to rule 34 with that shit. He said, how about you chill the F out? Oh my God, bro. That's how you guys know that some dudes, that's how you know that some dudes are just one blowjob away from the plantation, bro. All they take is one attractive woman and motherfuckers forget the whole female nature and red pill. Don't motherfuckers forget. They see a big ass and some titty, they're like, oh shit. Fuck what them guys are saying. Fuck getting on your purpose. I'm about to try to hit this ass. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, bro. Dudes be willing to throw it away. They career away because they see some ass, bro. That validation from women is powerful. It's powerful, bro. Their answers are messed up, giving women all these rights. Reminds me of iDubbbz, sad how his career went. Very sad. What happened with him? Yeah, we about to wind down. We about to wind down, guys. You guys send your last little bit of questions and comments. She said, I'm not naive to the lack of attraction men are given, so I understand. It's up to me, though, to keep my boundaries and stay focused. User says, as soon as the woman pops up, these dudes' lower heads get hard. Pause. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, bro. Later, bro. Good video. Appreciate you, Crypto. See you. But I'll make a deal with you guys, you crazy ass guys. Y'all want to see some women on the channel. I know y'all do. So if Octavia stay loyal long enough and she could stay on coming on the streams and don't be here and there and wishy-washy, over time we'll put her on the screen, bro. Is that a deal, Octavia? Oh God, we went from having energy having energy, having common sense, being funny, to basically bowing to his woman's every wish. Went from a millionaire to living in his girl's parents' basement. Damn. Hey, homie, he tripped out for that. You gotta stop grouping all women together. Well, a lot of women act like this. We know there's some exceptions to the rule, but most women do act like this. You know, I'm not speaking from statistics. I'm speaking from experience. I've talked to every race of women. Same conclusion. Now, there are some different exceptions. And give me the chance to show whether or not I am or not like others. All right. All right. You got to stop. Better be safe than sorry when it comes to women. Exactly, bro. Not fucking up the bag for nobody. Especially when it comes to the bag. Yeah, I'm not messing up the bag for nobody. Nobody. But yeah, as we wind down, guys, and I'm about to get off the live stream. You guys that want to better yourself, you're gonna have to go into monk mode. You're gonna have to go into isolation, bro. Ain't no way around it. If you want to become Delta Force, you have to go through training by yourself. Delta Force is the top part of special forces in the military. Excuse me. They need to know that you're self-sufficient on your own. And that's what you have to do to level up. Yeah, we'll catch you next live, Octave. So you're gonna have to go through a period of isolation, guys. It's just gonna turn the social media off, turn the women off. There's no getting around this. There's gonna have to be a sacrificial period, and it's gonna hurt like hell. Yeah, she says, "And other kings in the chat." I don't think preferences or race. Every person's attracted to whichever race they want to be with. Yeah, we too grown to be doing all this damn simping. Yep. But yeah, guys, it's time now more than ever to get the money, to get in shape, because this shit is only gonna get worse. Inflation only gonna get higher. So that's my stream. You guys double tap the like button as you're on your way out. I'll see you guys. We're gonna try to do a live stream tomorrow as well. Talking about something. So we're gonna try to go live 5 times a week now. You know, some days we're gonna be off a little bit because my work schedule be long. But we're gonna get it in regardless, guys. Again, appreciate you guys. Shout out to Octavia for bringing some opposition. Shout out to my man Crypto Introvert. If you guys are in the gaming content, go follow my man Introvert. Shout out to my man Damon. Shout out to my man Some Guy. Did I miss anybody? I think I shouted everybody out. So again, you guys have a good rest of your weekend, good rest of your day. Shout out to my man Nova, or my girl Nova, excuse me. Yeah, we had 2 ladies in the chat. We got Nova and Octavia. Yeah, I think we got everybody. Again, thank you guys again. You have a good rest of your day, good rest of your week. Time to focus, time to lock in. Simping is flirting, right? No, simping is simping is an overused term. Like simping is technically you're doing all this extra stuff for a woman that you either don't know or either don't like you. You're giving her excessive validation for no reason. Now, if the woman likes it and respects it and wants it, then it's not simping. Nice to meet you all. Yeah. Yep. So you guys look out for me tomorrow. I'll see you guys then, man. Peace.